Hey, it's Chris, Liege Games. Marvel United Multiverse. What do you need to know? Should you back it? Should you not back it? I'm going to give you 3 reasons that you should back it, 3 reasons that you should not back it whatsoever. Brief, to the point, concise. Let's do this. Everything you need to know right now. So number 1, why you should back this. This is the best version of it. This is 3.0. This is better than Marvel United X-Men. This is going to be better than Marvel United Avengers. This is going to be the best iteration. They have taken the previous 2 workings and what they've learned from that, and they're building upon it. It's going to be better with all of the new things that they're adding. And that has to be said. They're adding things that are going to make it a little bit deeper. They're adding things that are going to make it a little bit more engaging on a turn-by-turn, round-by-round, play-by-play basis while still leaving the asymmetry that you love. So that's number 1. I mean, it's just going to be, frankly, better than the previous 2 versions. And so it's going to take a game that is already well thought of and make it better. Point number 2. Point number 2 is that it's giving you a true solo mode. You're getting, if you are a gamer looking for a cooperative game like this that you could play as a solo player, it's no longer going to be multi-handed, multi-hero against the villain or villains. You are actually going to be taking a solo aspect, and they're giving you a true solo mode, not like the one that was kind of haphazardly thrown in previously. You are getting one that is, one hero, here you go, against the bad guys. If you're looking at it from that aspect, it's bringing in new incorporation and new potential interest from that crowd. Number 3, this is one of the best light co-op games on the market, and they're making it better. Going back to point number 1, it is. You may not like it. It may not be for you, but this is by far and away one of the most accessible, one of the most interesting, one of the most thematically mainstream games that works from a cooperative side of things with variable levels of difficulty. Every hero under the sun that you can think of, if you want to be somebody, you can. And so their incorporation of the Marvel Universe is tremendous, and this is going to be no less. Now stop. Red light. 3 reasons why you absolutely should not get this game. This game, like I mentioned, counterpoint to yes, you should get it number 1. No, you should get it number 1 is this isn't drastically different, even with the additions of the gear and the more asymmetric powers and everything that goes along with that and the solo mode. This is still Marvel United with more window dressing. If you did not like the core gameplay of this is not going to change things for you. Don't be FOMO, don't be fooled. This is still going to be the bread and butter essentials of that, just with more window dressing, ranch, Italian, whatever your preference is from that aspect of things. Point number 2, the expansions are still going to be hit or miss. Just like with Season 1, just like with Season 2, just like with Season 3, we're going to see here, the expansions are not all created equal. CMON does not do a good job of balancing them well. Some are just going to be more engaging, more enthralling, more entertaining, more well-balanced overall from top to bottom. And so if you're looking for that, especially if you're FOMOing, is it always what you want to do is buy all the expansions and then sell them off? Or are you trying to, stay within a budget and pick the ones that are right for you? Because frankly speaking, you won't know on the crowdfunding campaign. You won't. They'll give you glimpses. They'll give you snapshots. But you won't ever know, is this mode going to work for me? Are these heroes actually cool? What are the abilities of these? What are the villains in this? Which villain really notches up the difficulty or provides something completely new dynamically? And you're just not going to know, and they're going to be misses. I mean, I have most of it. I have sold some of it because some of them are just complete misses, especially from the first season, which leads me right into point number 3. We are getting a power creep. Season 2 had it over Season 1 by far. I am sure now Season 3 is going to have it over Season 2 and Season 1. And that's going to be an issue. How much, as they say, there's going to be some backwards compatibility with some of the mechanics like the gear that's going to be an addition that can be used generically across. I mean, frankly speaking, with a lot of the player characters in some of the promo boxes or the expansion boxes, they're just flat out better. They're just flat out more fun to play. There are some that are just so generic, even in Season 2 of X-Men, that you just go, I'm never going to play this one again. And guaranteed, there are going to be a plethora of them in Season 3. And the text boxes are getting longer and longer and longer. First season, we had like maybe a tiny minutia of description of what the power does. Second season, we get a little bit of this. Third season, we're like this, reading through what this character card is going to do. And that affects the availability and the playability, because if I have a kid's game that I'm trying to incorporate with them more, they're not going to get this, which is going to leave them unsatisfied, or people at your table unsatisfied of always having to constantly read the card to remind yourself of what it does on a turn-by-turn basis. One last point here, just about the storage and the way that they designed this. There is no storage solution. There is no great way to organize this. They have done absolutely nothing from that aspect of things. And if you're looking for something that's not going to take up a lot of room in your collection while still giving you a lot of bang for your buck, well, you probably shouldn't be backing this, because you're going to want all the extra stuff and it's going to take up more space than the height of my 2-year-old right now. Or my recommendation would be you just get the core pledge, including the stretch goal box, and that's going to give you the most bang for your buck as a whole. Don't be fooled. CMON will pull a fast one on you with the FOMO. They are now throwing stretch goals that are going to be included in some of the expansion boxes, which is trying to make you FOMO even harder than it is. And so it's really easy to say that I'm going to miss out on this one character, I'm going to miss out on this one villain. You aren't. You absolutely aren't. The promo box, the stretch goal box by itself with nothing else, is more than what you ever need. You pick 1 or 2 other expansions, that's every single thing that you can possibly play through, because if you're like me and you've already played it through 25 times, I still haven't made it through half of the content that I have. That being said, sometimes you just say, screw the FOMO, screw whatever else they're giving me mechanically. You just go for the characters that are suited to you, and you say screw balance too, because I just want the ones I want, and you leave it at that. And that's okay too. There you go. Those are your 3 on each side. Your devil and your angel. Which do you prefer in this setting? Buyer beware. Shipping is going to be expensive. You're going to get a big box, and so you need to know that as well. If shipping is cost prohibitive already right now, if shipping for $30 or $40 or $50 is not what you want to pay, get out, because that's what it's likely going to be. And if you can't risk that, pick up somebody else's in the secondary market. There you go. Thanks for watching. Stay classy. See you around. If you like this, subscribe. I got a giveaway coming up. Or just, tune in because you like to see more. Thanks for watching.